Wait, all together?
All together? Not all together.
We're Rise Against.
Hey, what's up? We're Rise Against.
And you're watching Break the Mold on TVM.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mike from Breaking the Mold. I'm sitting here at Rise Against with Joe, Brandon, Zach, and Tim. And I just want to ask you guys, like, what's going on? How's the tour going so far?
It's going good. It's a great package. Alkaline Trio, Thrice, Gaslight Anthem, ourselves. We don't have a clever name for the tour, although we should. But, you know, we're all...
Tour of Awesomeness.
Tour of Awesomity. Awesomeness. Awesomity, awesomeness. Awesomity, awesomeness. But we're, you know, big fans of all the bands, and it's great to watch them every night, and I think the kids are getting bang for their buck.
Oh, definitely. I would definitely agree. I know when we were talking about possibly interviewing you guys, I was so stoked. I mean, just hearing that lineup right there, I couldn't believe. And when I actually got the call to come down and interview you guys, I mean, totally blew my mind. And I've been a big fan for a number of years, which actually brings me to my next question. The new album, Appeal to Reason. How do you guys feel about that album? How's it doing so far?
It's doing exceedingly well. It's kind of it's definitely surpassed our expectation. It's the #3 best-selling record in the States, the #1 best-selling record in Canada right now, the #7 best-selling record in Australia right now. It's radio's really embraced it. TV's really embraced the video too. So it's getting a lot of positive reaction. It's definitely, and we're still kind of reeling from all that information. You know, it's all really overwhelming for, you know, I think for a punk band to be in anywhere near a Billboard chart, you know. So it's been really, it could not possibly be going better, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Without a doubt. I mean, I've definitely been excited after hearing that. I know a lot of fans have, without a doubt, to see a band that has come very, very far, especially from, I mean, the last couple of albums, which, I mean, many people were fans of. How does your most recent release, previous to Appeal to Reason, how does that relate to the album now?
So our last release well, I just think every record, it's a natural progression. You're referring to like songwriting and things like that. Yeah, I just think we've grown as musicians and songwriters, and you know, we didn't really change the formula how we write songs. It's just kind of what comes out of us, you know. And but yeah, it just seems like the next logical step. You know, there's something. It's still like the main sound of the band's intact, but we tried some different things. You know, I think songs like Long Forgotten Sons, a little different for us, and Whereabouts Unknown. So yeah.
Cool. That's definitely really cool. So what would you say was some of your biggest influences when you guys were doing Appeal to Reason? Or at least what did you listen to when this was going on?
Well, I think we all have similar influences as far as older punk bands, you know. I mean, Bad Religion, you know, Bad Brain, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think we all listen to a huge variety of music, and it shows in the songwriting. But yeah, Bad Religion was what I was listening to for most of the records.
We all discovered the Cavalera Conspiracy in the studio as well, the new Sepultura Brothers band, and that kind of got us all pumped up. It was a good time. You know, I think we're all metalheads at heart, so it was good stuff.
Definitely, some metal with Rise Against. I like to hear that. Mm-hmm. So, being such a politically charged band, have you had like the opportunity to, you know, on tour? I know you guys are busy. Have you guys been watching the debates? Have you guys been keeping up with all that stuff? Without it, what's been your opinion? What have you guys have been seeing that you liking, don't like?
I guess, yeah, we have watched a lot of the debates. It's hard because we actually go on stage a lot of the time, like right when they're on. So we catch like the first half hour or so, and then we just watch reruns later on. But I think the debates are pretty self-explanatory, that the Republican Party is pretty much in shambles, and they're just an out-of-touch, just really an out-of-touch and really destructive party right now. And the fact that somebody like Sarah Palin can be considered a viable candidate, you know, for vice president, and, you know, and possibly a president, you know what I mean? It speaks volumes, not just about the Republican Party, but I guess about a large chunk of America. You know, like what happened to our country when this woman is all of a sudden deemed, you know, qualified to run our country. You know what I mean? And So I think I think we can safe to say that we're all voting for Obama, and I think John McCain is doing a pretty good job of destroying his own campaign and the Republican Party in that sense. So yeah, it's been an interesting. Obviously this is a really historic election. That we're all watching it all unravel right now, and we worked with Rock the Vote also this year to get people to sign up to vote, and so it's been a cool thing to be a part of, and a cool dialogue to be a part of too.
Have any of you guys had any close interactions with candidates or anybody involved?
I met Obama at a rally in Union Station in Chicago last winter. He was speaking, and a friend of all of ours does the new media for Obama, and so I got into some room where like people who had donated like 10 grand or something like that were all in this room, and I definitely did not donate 10 grand, but I got into that room, and I was able to meet him, and like obviously the meeting was like about approximately 3.5 seconds. So I can't say like, oh, he was a great guy, you know what I mean, but like it wasn't very, we didn't exactly sit down and chat, but it was really cool, and I was really moved by what a compelling speaker he was, and it was really, it's just been interesting to watch him grow, especially because we're from Chicago, to watch him grow from a senator to a potential president.
That's absolutely really awesome. I mean, aside from having these two candidates that are extremely powerful in today's eyes, especially the youth, and we realize that there's record-growing numbers of youth beginning to want to vote and see a whole bunch of different things. But not only is it just the commercials on TV, I mean, music is definitely playing a very, very big part, especially in a young demographic's lives, to decide to vote, to get the motivation to become political, to join the political things that are happening in the world right now. And I mean, aside from your lyrics and aside from how your band represents itself, I mean, I would definitely say that this album, the latest album that you guys have released, without a doubt, has aside from lyrics, also has artwork that really promotes some idea of what you guys are trying to portray in your album and the way you feel about how politics is going. In reality, I mean, who really motivated and recommended some of the reading and artwork material that really portrays your music?
The artwork was by a guy named Tim Mars. He's a designer from the UK. Something that we ran across just in like magazine illustrations, that kind of thing. I just really loved his style and just the collage work that he does, and very abstract. He's able to get a bunch of different like feelings into one piece. There's not just one image on there. There's many different things happening on there. We had same people who did the layout for Suffer and The Witness helped us do the layout for this as well. The books and the movies are things that we've all kind of seen, and like been. Our fans ask us all the time, "What are you reading? What are you seeing? What kind of things would you recommend you check us out, or what were you listening to or watching when you were writing your record?" And so we just put it right there. You're like, here, this is what we were listening to or reading or whatever. When this was written, when these lyrics were written, it was kind of the inspiration behind a lot of that. And then we put it all in like an eco-friendly digipack, which is what you're holding, and that's kind of, I think, symbolic in and of itself. You know what I mean? To try to as we're all making strides to live in a more sustainable world.
Absolutely. I mean, each time, I can say that I'm sure that your audience really has taken a lot from your lyrics. You guys obviously have no problem really taking what's in your heart and what is in the back of your mind and making it part of your music, which is simply the art of music, without a doubt. I mean, is there really any like other bands or new records, anything that you guys would recommend as far as music goes?
The new the Gaslight Anthem record, the 59 Sound, I recommend that. They're like one of my favorite new bands, 2008.
Yeah, I mean, as far as political bands, I think that was the question. Like Dead Kennedys, Bad Religion, bands like that, always kind of taught me about politics when I was a kid, propaganda, stuff